Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and today I'm coming to you with another product review. And today's product review is going to be on a holster for my Beretta 92 Compact Inox. And the holster that I will be reviewing is from a company called Craft Holsters. Now this is a company that has sent me other products in the past. And if you have been watching my channel for any length of time, you can maybe remember me reviewing their Kydex holster for the HK USP Compact 40. I had a lot of great things to say about this. And in this review of this holster, I talked about how impressed I was with the company. They are a made-to-order holster company from Europe. They have a huge selection of firearms that they can make holsters for and a lot of different materials. I am very impressed with them. I think the only downside is the shipping, which is more about time than it is cost. In fact, they have very, very fair shipping prices. You just gotta wait for it to come across the ocean. But the product that I got in this review was extremely high. But today, I'm gonna be trying something else out completely. This is going to be a leather outside the waistband holster for that Beretta 92 Compact that I was mentioning. And so I'm really kind of excited to see how this thing plays out. I should also mention this is a paddle holster, not a belt loop holster. So I have opened this in the past, and as always, I give you guys upfront knowledge of what the terms of this review are. The only thing that I received free was the holster. I get no compensation, no discount codes, no kickbacks, nothing but the holster. That is it. They just say, what holster would you like? Would you be interested in reviewing this or that? And is there anything else special that we can add to the order? And that is something I will say that I did do, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But besides that, that is the only compensation that I got for this review. So it comes in these nice little boxes here. And I did get a note from the person that I have been talking to over there. And he says, hey Jason, here's your new custom leather paddle holster, and I hope you'll really love it. Can't wait to watch your review of it, Al. And Al has been really awesome. He always replies to the emails that I send in any questions that I have about their product. Also in the box here, before I show you the holster, you get some other things. Of course, you get whatever the tag was that came with the holsters, telling you what it is. They obviously have some type of holster club where you get discounts, economy shipping, 10% off, 10-year warranty stuff, and I guess all you have to do is sign up online. They already got pretty good prices on these holsters, so if you like to buy a lot of holsters or replace your holsters offered, this might be a way to go if you do like their holsters. And you also have a break-in guide, and that's one of the things too that I did here before this review. I did get this holster out of the package a few days ago, and I have had the gun inside this holster to kind of stretch out the material to obviously give this thing the most honest review that I possibly can. So let me give you a couple of close-ups of this holster. And as you can see, I did ask for one special thing, and that is they offer monogramming. And I said, can you please do a Texas Gun Vault TGV monogram on this holster? And they sure did. It looks pretty nice. The holster obviously is black leather. Here is the reverse side with the paddle. It is adjustable if you want to adjust the cant or the angle of the holster. I kind of like it going straight up, and that's the way that I am going to carry it. But from just handling this holster, this paddle holster, it is of the same exceptional quality that the Kydex holster was that I reviewed previously. I am very impressed. The quality of this leather seems to be very high. It is very thick, and it is very stiff, which I like. Sometimes on the cheaper leather holsters, you get kind of a very cheap, malleable leather. This is definitely a lot higher quality than many of those other holster companies that I have reviewed. It's really nice. It's very thick. As I said, it seems to be very sturdy. All of the hardware is very solid. It seems to be very, very well built. All right, so I'm going to show you what this looks like when I put the firearm inside. Now, as I said, the gun has been sitting in here for a few days, and I'm not seeing any type of unusual wear. It hasn't marked the gun in any way. There is nothing inside here that seems to scratch the gun, nothing that I would be worried about. Nothing rings alarm bells of cheaply made or could be an issue. So without any real adjustments, this thing fits in there really, really tight. It already has a little bit of retention just from the friction, but I did ask to have the latch in the back, or the strap in the back. And this thing is made perfectly for this gun. It is really, really tight. So when this strap is locked into place, trust me, it's not going to go anywhere. So I wanted this retention, especially because it's going to be an outside the waistband carry. So I have that little strap. The gun obviously is not going to come out of the holster with that thing on. Plus it gives you a little bit of assurance that somebody just cannot come up and grab it, especially if you are open carrying. You have to get that latch off, which is pretty easy, and you can do it with your thumb by simply sliding it, in this case, to the left, because this is a right-handed holster. Pull that off and the firearm comes right out. So let me give you a close-up of the way that this holster looks so far. And one thing I do want to show you that I do like is, this is not part of the holster review, is I do have on my custom Texas Gun Vault wood grips from Brown Works. That was another gift to the channel, and I reviewed those a while back. So having a Texas Gun Vault monogrammed holster with Texas Gun Vault grips is really, really cool. That is a very attractive package right there. So there it is. It is very nice, fits the gun very well. There is the front. It is the perfect length. And there's the back again. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up here, adjust the camera. I'm going to put this on my waist, and let's see how this thing carries. While the gun has been in the holster for a couple days, I haven't carried it yet, so this is going to be my initial impressions. All right, so here we go. You guys get another profile view of the Texas Gun Vault Tactical Dad Bod right here. So obviously I am a little bit on the shapely side, so if you want to make fun of me, go ahead, but you're not going to hurt my feelings. For this review, I am going to be using the Core Essentials belt. This is a trackline belt, and I can tell you this is one of the best EDC belts money can buy. I have absolutely loved this belt. I've reviewed them in the past. In fact, I'm doing another review here in the future. They have sent me another one to compare to one of their competitors, and that's going to be a very interesting review. So that is the belt that I'm using. And remember, regardless of what type of holster and what type of carry, whether inside the waistband, outside the waistband you are doing, a good gun belt is in many ways just as important, if not more important, than the holster itself. So let's go ahead and put this on the belt. I will say that when it comes to the paddle, it is really nice. It has a lot of little grooves and small spikes that stick out, which are supposed to give a lot of friction when it comes to holding on to the belt. Now, I'm a little bit more of a fan of the paddle style holsters than I am the belt loop holsters. Those will probably retain on your belt a little bit more. These could pull out under certain situations, maybe stressful situations if you're on the ground rolling around. However, I like the fact with a paddle holster, you are using all of the belt and all of the pant as possible and material to hold it up. Sometimes when it comes to the belt loop ones, all of the weight, of course, is being transferred to the belt, which of course then is being transferred to the belt loops. And they've always kind of sagged a little bit for me. So I've always preferred the paddle holsters. Okay, so let's try to put this thing on the belt here. And I can tell you these Core Essential belts are really thick, and this might be an issue with this paddle. Let's see here. All right. There we go. The belt is definitely thick, and that made it getting on a little bit tough, but definitely it adds a lot of retention to the belt. And the little spikes that stick out that go into the belt definitely grab on nice and tight. So that's what it looks like from the side view here. Okay, it feels good. It feels like the weight is distributed pretty evenly. No problems there. As I said, I'm going to kind of turn around here. I know it looks like it's weird, like I'm modeling it or something, but feels good. So if I pull the gun up without releasing the strap, it's not coming out of the holster. All right, so now I'm going to use my thumb, open the strap, and see if I can get the gun out easily. I can. That's really nice. Nothing else is coming off the belt. It feels super solid on this. I mean, it feels really solid. I'm very happy with that paddle and how it digs into this. It might be a little bit tough to get around this core belt, but once it's on, it is on solid. All right, put that down there. See if I can get the strap on. with the gun in the holster. There it is. This leather just needs to be worn in just a little bit. They do talk about that in the break-in guide. And there it is. So that is what it looks like on my side. I'm pretty happy with that. And this is actually the way that I prefer to carry, especially in the wintertime when I can have a coat or a jacket that would go over this. Or I might even wear an undershirt with the jeans and have a large t-shirt that goes over it. Outside the waistband for me is just so much more comfortable than inside the waistband. So there you go. All right, let me adjust the camera again and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so what are my final thoughts and opinions on the Craft Holsters leather holster, paddle holster outside the waistband for the Beretta 92 FS Compact? Well, I have to say from a fit, finish, and construction standpoint, this thing gets 5 out of 5 stars. The paddle is really well designed. It is lightweight. It gives you lots of different options for adjustments. When it comes to the way that it retains onto the belt, there are these little studs which are adjustable for length. So if you have a different size belt or your pants are shaped a little bit different, that you can adjust that for the maximum amount of retention. I'll probably need to spend some time adjusting those as well because this Core Essentials belt is pretty darn thick. It is a very high quality EDC belt. So I had a little bit of time getting it over it. Now, I will say that's something that maybe I should dock just a little bit of a point for, but overall I just wanted to review it in kind of its standard settings, the way that it comes from the box. So if you have some time, want to adjust the cant, want to adjust these little retention nubs, I guess I'll call them, or studs, you might be able to get it to fit over your belt and your carry style very well. So when it comes to the retention, I gotta say that this is really, really, really nice. I like this strap in the back. The attachment point is very, very solid. This is a very solid holster. I think it's very attractive. As I said, it is well made. And I have to say, so far, the customer service from Craft Holsters has been absolutely outstanding. And the thing I really like about them is that each one of these holsters are made to order in Europe, and they have a huge selection of firearms that they can make them for, materials, and I believe colors. So I will put a link in the description below that you guys can go over and check out these holsters. So both holsters that I have gotten, the Kydex one inside the waistband, leather paddle outside the waistband, have both been outstanding products, just outstanding products. And I would not hesitate to buy from them. A lot of times when I do these reviews, I give a pretty neutral endorsement. I'll say it was good or bad. This is where you can find more information. And on these products, I'm going to actually give it a very positive recommendation that if you are looking for a quality holster, really take a look at Craft Holsters. I am very, very impressed. And probably I'm going to order a couple for some of the new guns that I want to get in my carry rotation, like the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. I definitely want a holster for that one, and I'm probably going to order one of these myself and pay for it. So I'm kind of looking forward to that and seeing what options they have for that gun. So there you go, my review of the Craft Holsters. And on my little star chart, how would I rate this? I am going to give this thing 5 out of 5 stars. Seriously. The only issue I had, I think, was more with my belt than the holster itself, but I am extremely, extremely impressed with this product. The best holsters that I have reviewed, bar none. Love these things, and I'm going to buy one myself. So there you go. And that is about the most glowing endorsement I can give you. But I will remind you here in the end of the video, I did receive this holster for free. So you can tell me if that influenced my decision one way or the other, but I am always upfront and honest with you guys about the terms of any product review. But I give it 5 out of 5 stars, and I even like how they were able to monogram it. That is just so cool and so neat. So thank you, Al from Craft Holsters, for sending this, and I endorse your product wholeheartedly. So I'll put a link in the description below. Do you guys own any Craft Holsters? What do you guys think about them? I don't think you'll be disappointed. Let me know in the comment section below, and as always, thanks for watching.